Folks, it's still pretty dark. First throwing time was 5:45 this morning, and we got out here and we kind of been just fishing around in the dark a little bit. It's finally getting to the point where we can see quite a bit better, and we didn't even have the camera running because it's still such low light. It's been sprinkling on and off, but we've had a bunch of fish topping this morning. Cody's fishing with a buzzbait, and I'm fishing with one of these chatterbaits, and we just had the first hit. Got a fish in the live well. He's a good keeper fish, so we're gonna fish this spot out pretty hard.
Let's get 4 more and start calling them out, brother.
With the conditions we've had today, though, Cody and I decided that our best bet was gonna be tying up somewhere and fishing one spot. If we could catch fish on it, you know, continue to fish it hard, and
Well, and with a lake like American Horse, probably won't necessarily have your size of largemouth, but you're gonna have quantity. And with fish like that, usually there's a lot in one spot. So like Cody said, we're just gonna tie up, do a lot of casting, cover an area, may be able to pull out 4 more fish out of this one hole, and then the rest of the day we're just culling fish out. That'd be good to me. What do you think?
yes, sir. Yeah, he nailed it.
Oh man,
Really?
yeah, got him.
Between the overcast,
Excuse me.
system of clouds and clear water, that first fish come on there's that chatterbug I was talking about. It's kind of like a spinnerbait, buzzbait mixture, where it just makes a lot of vibration underneath the water. But you want a faster reel to pull it. I've got a chartreuse trailer on there for that. In cloudy days, that's always a fairly good color to go with.
Got it out.
Get it there, bud?
Yeah.
But clear water, you want to, Cody and I'll throw light colors in clear water and darker colors in some muddy water or something. But American Horse is actually very clear. Fishing in the rain. Gotta love it. Well, this is the hardest it's come down yet.
Well, we're out here fishing with the Oklahoma City Mini Boat and Tube Club, and it's just a nice organization that you can get out and fish tournaments and be competitive, and then have your fellowship with the tournament, but not have to, you don't have to have a bunch of money to be able to go out and do it. It's easy, us college guys can get out and, get a bus or boat or even a tube and just go out and have a good day fishing. Sadly, today it's not my favorite type of fishing weather. What about you, brother?
No. Well, anybody would just love sitting in the rain. Of course, slicker suit wouldn't be bad right now. I believe we've got a couple. We just hadn't took the time to stop fishing yet.
I know. Why are you doing that bait?
There's a bite.
Got him?
Yep.
Good job. All right.
Yep. Can come off for you?
Yep.
All right.
You gonna show the fish? Not bad. I'll take them. I'll take them.
Fish.
Cody said he was gonna have fishermen this morning, and most days I'd be kind of irritated. Right now, it's kind of enjoyable.
Get on these trees here. We're in 6 foot of water again.
I like that, buddy.
This is that chatterbug I was telling you about. It. This thing, the plate up top, just gives out a lot of vibration through the water. And I'm running a chartreuse trailer today, a double tail trailer. Most people won't even touch a jig without having a trailer put on it. And what Cody and I have, anytime you can stimulate a fish's senses, scent and movement, all the above, this is going to be your best bet. Just because if you can catch his attention, if he's not turned directly to the bait, you know, fish, Cody would probably be able to go into detail a little better, but fish react off of their, or bass do anyway, their vibration against their side, their lateral lines, and scent. All fish work through scent. Cody, have you got a bite?
I'm hoping.
So anytime you can, you know, interest a fish in another way, which is the main reason people use trade. A lot of time, if you're running a jig, you know, they say fish a jig in some on areas where fish have been targeted and fished a lot. They've been real pressured and all. A jig is a great way to go. And I bet you 9 out of 10 guys, if they ever put a jig on, they've got one of them hog trailers on or some kind of something coming out the back to give a little extra vibration, a little extra movement out there in the water. That's what we're doing today. That's the setup we've got, and it's pulled 2 in so far. Cody's moved over to it, and we're kind of trying to decide what we think these fish are doing right now, because they're not sticking to the cover. They're not in shallow water. We've been catching them about 6 foot, and they've been out in the open, and so we don't know if they're just cruising right now or what. But there he is. That's a good fish there.
Bring him.
Get him on. Hurry, 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 hurry. Nice. Yes, boy. Are we going to win the tournament today? Are we going to win the tournament today?
Are you going to win the tournament today?
Sir?
That's true.
He said we got to beat him first. Sir? No.
We'll get
We
you.
we've set a steady pace though. We're all right with that. We're not your tournament fishermen. I'm gonna tell you what though. You know, this is one thing that Cody and I are fishing out of a buster boat. We fished out of a buster boat for years, and get involved in these smaller tournaments where you can come out with a buddy one day and fish, have fun without having to worry about, like Cody said, having a bunch of money. You ain't got to spend $150 to fill you know, big bass boat up or anything like that. I mean, it's just go out, have fun, and catch a few fish.
We're having it. Of course, Cody's just got the touch today.
We are we're fishing with the Oklahoma City mini boating tube club, which Cody and I just recently become members of, and
we may be experiencing this a little more often now.
The guy that we were talking to back here, he's actually fishing out of a tube, and let's get on up in some shallow water.
Man, I think what we should do is just hit every little, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that fish coming off that pile right there, and that's 6 foot of water.
Yeah.
3 fish out of 6 foot.
I think we just need to cruise and just bam, 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 bam. Because I think with these baits we can hit them and get them quicker.
But yeah, these buster boats definitely give you an end to doing stuff like this. A lot of fun. There he is.
Bring him in.
Is he 10?
I don't know. I don't think he'll make it.
Put him on that bumper board right quick.
10 to me. Oh, come here.
He'll be our cull fish. That's 2 that have hit on that grass there. Is he gonna cut it?
Nope.
Well, golly, they're tearing it up right in there.
Okay.
Maybe a bunch of small fish, but they are
Hey,
annihilating it.
all right, what do you think, buddy?
Number 5, baby.
Yeah, that's not a bad fish either. You know, we, like I said, here at American Horse, you don't necessarily get the size, but we had Cody had a nice fish on and got off, and he's been having some bites, and we've literally just kind of went by our initial game plan, you know, just set up, and you know, that's one good thing about these buster boats. They get into a smaller area. We just kind of let the wind blow us on one of these trees out here. We've already picked up, I think, 2 or 3 fish from this bank already today, and you know, just set up shop, and maybe we can pull out another one and start culling some fish. But
get him in the live well. number 5 is going to be important today. We ran across one old boy. He's already got 5 in. He's hunting a big bite now, similar to what we're doing. I'm going to tell you what
we're doing. I'm going to stick with this spinner bait. We use those chatter baits. You know, essentially they're pretty similar, just a different action, but you fish them the same way. To me, the fish today they've been kind of going after about the same. They really like that chatter bait, but Cody decided to go with a bigger soft plastic worm. See if we can't pick out that toad somewhere. But
you got the feel for him now?
Yep.
All right, good.
Well, it's been kind of a slow morning for the codester, but I got the feel for him. He's not the biggest one, but we're gonna check him on the bumper and see if he'll go 10. And oh yeah, he'll make it. He'll get 11. He'll be our call fish in case we need it. I was talking to Cody earlier, and I said, and of course, those of you who follow the show quite often, you probably notice that, you know, seems to be a lot of our fishing trips, it's either goes really well for me or it goes really bad, but maybe I was just slow to start off this morning. But hey, that'd be the way to go.
I think this area in here is going to be smaller fish, but we can catch a few. We can catch maybe a limit.
And he just, I'm talking about just picked it up and kind of carried it off with it.
Oh, he didn't hit hard?
Nah.
Well, folks, again, another good time for Cody and I out here in these Buster boats, fishing out here in Geary, Oklahoma. We're rolling up this tournament. Probably head in here in the next 20, 30 minutes or so. But we're fishing out the trophy series today, and coming up here at the end of September at the Wildlife Expo, Cody and I are going to be holding our outdoor challenge event. We'll also be giving 3 Buster boats away, the Pond Hopper series. And so y'all definitely want to be sure and come out, check those boats out, at least, you know, have your chance to win one of the boats we're giving away, but also to watch the kids compete in the outdoor challenge, as we're looking for the new host of our local television show, and the top 2 finalists will also receive up to $10,000 in scholarships for college and a lifetime hunting and fishing license here in the state of Oklahoma. So we're excited about the event coming up, and just again want to give a special thanks to Buster Boats and let everybody know that we'll be giving several of them away out at the 2007 Wildlife Expo at the Lazy Ear Arena in Guthrie, and we are looking forward to it. But we're gonna throw a few more times. We'll catch up with y'all at the weigh-in here in a little bit, see how everybody done today.
All right.
There's a number 6 fish, man.
Nice.
We'll I don't know if he's gonna cull, but he might be a little more lively than the rest of them.
Yep, cold. All right, well, he's a cold fish, so we're gonna let him go. We replaced him with a big one.
We'll catch up with y'all at the weigh-in here in a little bit, see how everybody done today. Well, here's Mr. Ty. We're doing all right. How you doing? Yes, sir.
I have never seen that before in my life. That was pretty amazing. It's a largemouth bass school, like Sandy's. Never seen that before in my life.
They're all out here.
I think so, man. Something they might like.
As soon as we go over here, we're gonna see them right here.
All right, well, it's time to come to the weigh-in. Load them up and see what we got. Get these fish back in the water. I'm actually glad that this size.
Oh, well, no.
Let's head on down, check out the weigh-in, see how we set. Feels pretty confident, but you never know until they get on the scales.
Wrapping it up here at American Horse here with Mr. Mike Avery. We pulled it out with a 6.87 weigh-in today. And Mike, how, if you don't mind telling the folks what you used out here at American Horse, what did you catch and fish on?
Well, I thought I was going to fish the dam early. I thought I'd wait till the schooling fish came up, and they came up, and I just threw a chatterbait all day long into the middle of the schools when they would come up, and every fish that I caught came on a 1/4 ounce chatterbait.
Awesome.
Them through the schools when they came up busting on top.
Cool. I know Cody and I, we got to catch the tail end of that schooling, and I'm telling you what, if you've never seen it, it's something else.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, we wanted to congratulate you, Mr. Todd Rufo. You didn't do too bad yourself today, but you know, what you had big bass in second place.
I had big bass second place, 6.55 pounds. Big bass was 192.
Well, you gotta be happy with that. But right quick, just tell folks what they need to know if they want to get involved with the Oklahoma Mini Boat and Tube tournaments we got going on out here.
It's very simple. We have a $30 membership entry form into joining the club. One-day tournaments are $25. Two-day tournaments are $30. You can check us out on our website. It's okminiboattube.com. We fish 7 to 10 tournaments a year regular season, then we fish a championship at the end of the year. It's anything under boats are anything under 12 feet and or inner tubes.
Cool.
Yeah, well, it's definitely been a fun trip. You know, Cody and I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We always like to bring, you know, just anything in the outdoors, especially things that you can go out. It's, you know, not that expensive. You can still have a good time. Me and Cody had a great time, of course. Not until weigh-in did we realize that we weren't fishing on a team, so it may have turned out a little differently. One of us may have gone in the water in that two-man bass boat. We may have to get another one from Buster Boats. But more information, go to the website at the bottom of the screen. I hope you enjoyed today's show. We're Cody and Cody. We've been Commanding the Wild.
Until next time, stay outdoors.